Hello, good evening. Can we start our MTP 1 for May 25 discussion? And let me say, already we have completed RTP discussion for the May 25. Last, it's my advice, if possible, before you go for the exams, as the time permits, kindly do May 24, November, as well as our May 25 RTP and MTP. All other previous are there in the YouTube, and I've already shared you the playlist, no? But in the group, I've shared the playlist, right? Yes, I think I've shared the playlist. You can go through. Now, can we start? Come on, come on, come on. Let's start. Right. Okay, so guys, I have two options, sir. I have two options. Let me say which option you want, you say. First, read through the MTP, say the answers and go. Option one. Second, of course, read through the questions and then say, okay, how will you present for the exam? No, not the full presentation. It will take a lot of time. Like first para what, second para what, and how do you conclude for the major questions? Which one you want? Option one or option two? Is that okay? So we'll go with second option. Okay. Anyway, first one is MCQs. So MCQs we'll solve first. As you know, for the exam, 30 marks are MCQ and 70 marks are descriptive. So as far as my point is concerned, I feel MCQs are scoring. And before I start, something I wanted to say, I'll keep the basic explanation in English. If you see, all my YouTube videos are in English because class we take in Malayalam or Tamil, whatever it is. But when it comes to exam presentation, language should be English. So I'll keep the session in English. If you have any doubt, you can ask, I'll explain. So if all set, promote guys, let's start. Let's start. Supporter, supporter, supporter. Okay, I need support. So yeah, MTP 1 in that part 1 is scenario based MCQs. So first they are starting with the individual MCQ. Individual means one question, 4 options. Okay, you can say whatever is the answer. Don't look at the solution. And one more thing, take your notepad or something and note whichever question you find difficult. Say for example, Maitri, you find question number 3 difficult, mark 3. And redo only those difficult questions. Once you have attended the session, don't spend time to do this MTP again. And can you acknowledge whether you understood? Just mark those questions you find it is tricky or difficult. Once you have attended, why waste time again? Don't waste time. Do new things. Okay? Sure. Hi all. So start. Start. Camera. Action. Mugant Hospital is a multi-speciality hospital facing lot of pilferage, wastage, troubles regarding inventory maintenance and control. On investigation, it was found that what happened? Person in charge of inventory inflow and outflow was also responsible for purchases and maintaining inventory records. Which system of internal control has been violated? First of all, can you say internal control has how many elements? And our internal control has how many elements? 5. You remember we used to say CRIMI, control environment, risk assessment procedure, information system, monitoring, and entities control activity. Now, same person was in charge of inventory as well as purchases. Which has been violated? Is it authorization, segregation of duty, physical control, or independent verification? Same person, no? It should have been divided, segregated. So option B. B for boy. Okay? Okay. So next one. Actually, this question is something related to chapter 4, risk assessment and internal control. Next one. KNC Bank Limited is having 20 branches all over India for the year ended 31st March. At the Bombay branch, there was a high value of cash deposit in one of the accounts. Your firm is accounted as the concurrent auditor, sir, not stat auditor. Cash collected by the branch was remitted to the currency chest the same day. But during the audit, you find that branch was unable to show the intimations. How the discrepancies of not preserving the intimations of cash remittance to the currency chest would be dealt by the concurrent auditor. So there was some issue. They asked for the remittance email. They didn't get the evidence. Concurrent auditor. Auditor should report as a major irregularity. 1. Auditor should discuss the importance of preserving the hard and soft copy for cash remittance with the branch manager and check for the compliance in the next period. Now, auditor should verify the details from email sent to the currency check and close the matter. Minor irregularity, ignore. But you can say which answer you want, whichever. Okay, some said A, some said B. Can I know those who are saying B, why not A? Those who are saying B, can I know why not A? Anyway, this is not the answer. This is also not the answer. Good. Why not A? Answer is what you said was right. It is B. See, concurrent audit is like a continuous audit. We say what has to be complied and what is the issue, and you report it and you do a follow-up also. It's not statutory audit. So here you should say importance because there is no misstatement as such, no issue as such, but it's an irregularity. So you will say this and next month when you come for concurrent, you will check. More correct is this. Just reporting is not the correct option. Maybe simply report okay, if it is a statutory auditor, we will report. There is no other duty, we'll report and go. Concurrent audit is like a continuous audit. So answer is B. B for boy. For those who went wrong, mark it, redo. Can I go to 3? Hello, 3. MLP and Co. CA firms were appointed to conduct the statutory audit for the year. CA Kushal was the engagement partner for the said assignment. Okay. During the ongoing engagement at the end of the third quarter at a Q3, 2 limited review reports were issued. Before issuance of third quarter's report, management imposed a limitation. And CA Kushal would like to express qualified or disclaim. However, he requested to remove. Management did not remove the limitation. Okay. Now, what is the responsibility with respect to limited review report at the time of resignation? Assuming it's a listed company, which regulations will apply? Listed company, SEBI, LODR. And as for SEBI LODR, there are 3 points, no? If an auditor is resigning within, how many days you say? Within 45 days of the end of the quarter, a quarter, assume after Q2. Within 45 days after Q2, you can go after giving the report of Q2. But if you're resigning after 45 days of the end of the quarter, you have to give the quarter 2 and quarter 3. Now wait, there's a climax. Now, if you are going to, if already LR report, or if you are going to issue a limited review report for 3/4, if you are going to issue the limited review report, LR means limited review report for 3/4, then you have to complete Q4 and full year and go. So if you are planning to, so I'll say one interpretation. So if your resignation is on 23rd of December, can you say what is the scenario? After which quarter you say? 23rd December means after which quarter? 30th June, 31st, 30th September, then 31st December. Okay, after Q2. After Q2, more than 45, less than 45? Within 45, no, after 45 days. So you have to give for Q2 and Q3. Am I clear? If you have already given for Q3, shouldn't you do for the entire year also? Last wording is what? If you have already issued for the 3/4, do the last and go. Come on, you have done this much, can't you finish off and go? Yes. So can you say which is the option? Here also, they are going to resign. Okay. 3rd quarter, 2/4 they have finished. Limited review for 3rd quarter should be issued. 3rd quarter is required to be issued. Consequently, full year, no further report. 3rd quarter was issued. Since it is 3rd quarter already issued, full year also it should be done. So answer is, if it was after Q1, not an issue. This issue happened because it is after Q2. Already 3/4 over. I mean, report. So the second question is like from Bank Audit, chapter 14. And this is SEBI LODR, which is there in chapter 7, audit report. Divya, they have not mentioned the date, but out of the option, which is the correct option, you can assume it is after 45 days. Whatever it is, even if it is, there is no option as issue Q2 and go. There is no option of issue Q2 LA. If it is within 45 days, there should have been option, no, issue Q2 and go. Angane option illa. Such an option is not there. So you can assume if it is after 45 days of the quarter. Anyway, such an option of Q2 is not there. And so all these 3 questions were individual MCQs, individual. 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks each, 6 marks. So take 1 minute rest. Next is something big going to come. It is case scenario MCQ. Okay. And look at the case here. Wow, wow, wow. Big case. So take rest for 1 minute and say ready, 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 ready. Sharp 1 minute, please put ready. That particular question is, I think, yes, that's a little good question. Good means here and there it is a little tricky. 30 seconds more. Start. Ada, give me ready message. No, let's start. Guys, ready, ready, ready. And if such a big question comes, practically for the exam, if you sit and read, time will go. So can we try the other method round? We'll first read the question and then link back. Okay, question itself is 1.5 page. Okay, slowly, slowly, slowly. Based on the above facts, answer. Which items should Miss Manasi select for testing to get samples on which the vendor balance reconciliation can be performed. So you can go back and check the question. Where is bank reconciliation? Here. After appointment, Ms. Manasi went through the previous year financials. Audit report emphasized understatement of trade payable, and it is a significant audit risk. The auditor said the materiality of 15 lakhs. What you call for 15 lakh? You call it as essay. 15 lakh. Materiality, essay. 320. No, it's called as the materiality benchmark. Saraswati? No. Not performance quota. No, not performance. It's called as the materiality benchmark. That's the benchmark. Okay. Now, further, in selecting samples, okay, for testing to get the sample of vendor balance to be performed, she is considering the following. Major vendors where confirmation balance agrees with the general ledger. See, already confirmation we have asked, it's agreeing with the general ledger. External evidence confirmation agrees with internal evidence general ledger. Do we need to select from this? Already it is agreeing. Do we need to select as such? No. Now, can you see the next? Vendors which have high volume of business with the entity. Answer is yes. This no. Now, vendors whose balance is 15 lakh or more outstanding at the year. Materiality is 15 lakh. So more than 15 lakh you will take. So yes or no? Do we need to select put yes or no, Kuta? Yes. Now can you say this one? Balance within less than 15 lakh, meaning below materiality. Do we need to select? I'm asking you, balance below materiality, do we need to select? Okay, most of you are saying no. What about others? Just put yes or no. Any answer. Below 15 lakh means below materiality only. Do we need to select? Answer is yes. You know why? Read the question. In that, they have said there is a significant risk. There is a risk of understatement of payables. Tell me, if there is a risk, won't you fix performance materiality here? Chances of fraud is also there. So from here also you will take because of this para. So 2, 3, 4. So answer is what? You will select 2, 3, 4. So answer is B. Maklai, did you understand? So if that below materiality or if that paragraph was not there, then you would have limited to mainly these two. But such an option is not there. Are we clear? Okay. But any doubt? Can I go to 5? No. Can we go to 5? But 15 questions are there in MCQ itself. Come on, quick. 5. How can Ms. Manasi audit operating effectiveness of internal control around accounting of trade payables? Very good question. I will give you 30 seconds time to tell me A, B, C, D. Only 30 seconds. Can you say? Recalculating trade payables to identify the balance, whether it agrees. Select sample from the suppliers using random. Input fake invoice to a system if it is processed. Calculate trade payables days, aging, using analytical. See, here the issue is whether accounting controls are effective. That is entry. Whether the journal entry processing is effective. For that, aging will not help. Aging will help to put the provisions. Third party is mainly to see its existence. If they confirm it's in existence. Now, if you input a fake invoice and if system calculates, then accounting is weak. I recalculate is again for that. So answer is, since the word accounting is given, it is weak. Are we clear? Okay. 6. Read. What audit procedure that Ms. Manasi should perform to verify whether balance payables of Krishi sunflower seeds are correctly recorded in the financial? What happened? Where is this Krishi sunflower seeds? Can you go in search of Krishi? Krishi. See, how much is the balance as per books? 65 lakhs. How much is balance as per the external confirmation essay 505? 80 lakhs. So there is a difference of how much, guys? So there's a difference of 15 lakhs is there. Once there's a difference as per essay 505, wouldn't you perform additional audit procedure to see the reasons, etc.? So in the para, they themselves say the difference if two invoice 10 plus 5, 15 is because the invoice dated March 27th and March 25th, as per the account payables, are received on 3rd. Those were not reflected in the books as on 31st. You understood? In our books, those two invoices of 5 lakh and 10 lakh were not recorded, even though they had dispatched from the vendor side, we did not receive. So in our books, it is not recorded. It's only recorded next year. I mean, April 3 or so. So what is the issue here? They did not receive, so did not record. So which one will you see here? Send a confirmation, request to confirm the outstanding balance. Already they have confirmed it is 80 lakhs. Then again, why? Verify bank payment for the period post 31st March for any evidence of payment invoice. Review listing of purchase order pertaining to the current year or next year. Inspect the goods received note to determine the date of receipt of raw material. Which is the correct one? I will wait for 10 seconds. Please say the answer. Wow. C, D, B. Someone say A also, please. I got all the 3 answers. ആരെങ്കിലും A പറടാ. சொல்லுங்களே A. A വേണ്ട. Okay, A cancel. ശരി. See guys, A. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. See guys, the issue is, as on 31st March, goods is not received. Right. That's why in our books, 15 lakh is less. So the main concern is goods received. Had they received the goods earlier, or if they received in April 3 or so, it's proved. So bank payments is secondary. The first thing you should check is what? Goods received note. The issue is they did not receive as on 31st. It is dispatched, they did not receive. Now payment you can check. That's later after you receive and do everything. Next, purchase order is an internal evidence. We place the purchase. You can't simply rely on the purchase order. You need more corroborative evidence, more reliable evidence. So answer is not C or B. B is also correct, guys, but more appropriate is for bubbling. Only one bubble we can put. So answer is D for dog. Mark it and redo. Did you understand? Can you give me a reply of whether understood? Put you. If understood, put you. Maitri, so sweet of you for saying A also. What is the issue you see first? Then appropriately do the procedure. Last question of the case study. What would be the proper course of action by Miss Manasi for two errors amounting to 4 lakh and 8 lakh in the given scenario? Now, where is 4 lakh and 8 lakh? Ada 4 lakh. Manasi took the samples to verify trade payables, 30% of population. She came across two errors, 12 lakh. 4 lakh was due to one invoice not recorded due to weak control, 8 lakh. An executive who came for temporary replacement, he made a clerical error. But a sampling, essay, sampling, essay, 530. There are two types of misstatement. Common misstatement and in class I used to say about cake. Correct. Anomalous misstatement. Is it a common or anomalous? It's a clerical mistake which can happen. It's not exceptional. So it's an example of common. Now, common misstatement, you will dash to the entire population. In the 30% which I took this much, how much is there in 100%? You will extrapolate, you will project. I hope you got a small recap of SA 530 misstatements. Now answer please. Since the amount is below materiality, it should not be considered. See, for common misstatement and anomalous, you don't see the materiality. Manasi asked Simran to adjust 12 lakh in the payable and reflect the same. Sure, that's okay. Different set of sample, different amount should be selected where the same errors. If not, observation should be waived off. I.e., impact of errors should be projected and extrapolated across population. Hey guys, this is also correct. We can ask them to rectify. Before that, in sampling, in 30% this much, 30% I saw this much. How about 100%? Are we clear with the seventh question? So if you ask me from which chapter is it, it's like from various chapter. So I'm not saying which chapter. And can you give me a reply? It's been almost going to be half an hour. Are you following whatever I'm saying? Divya, you will project because it's a common misstatement. Common misstatement, like clerical error. No, it's a common misstatement, so you will project. Anomalous, you won't project. Is that clear? It's a common LA. Okay. Am I going fast? Actually, I should go a little more fast. You're following, no? But I keep replying, then only I will understand whether you guys are following or not. Thank you. Can we go to case scenario 2? Okay. Karma Limited got incorporated in 1980s as a private company. And I will do one thing. We will use the reverse technique. See, MTP means the mock. Mock means how you do for the exam, that we will do here also. Mock. Okay, we will mock. Okay, read the question then. The management argued that, this question was very simple, I felt. The management argued that reviewer has no powers for business feasibility as the company has been running on a profitable business. Hey guys, which chapter is it? See, new investor, due diligence. So it is basically from chapter 17, investigation, due diligence, forensic accounting. Okay. Now, what was the question? Come over again. Management said to the due diligence reviewer, no power to assess business feasibility because company is running successful from many years. See, due diligence, main thing is, can you say what is due diligence? It's a type of investigation performed by investors to see the feasibility of business. SWOT analysis. You will see into the business opportunity, even into the future. So, is the contention of management valid by saying not to see the answer is no? So, can you say which is the answer? Contention of management was correct. Reviewer was correct. Due diligence covers business feasibility as well. Reviewer was correct as due diligence covers assessment of business feasibility. However, since a company, it would not have been carried out. Management was correct. So that was simple, no? One of the option to see is business feasibility, SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. So the answer is B, B for boy. Okay. Next question. The due diligence reviewer was given the audited FS of the company for the review. However, reviewer asked for financial statement for the year ended 31st March 23. Previous financial, which was already audited by auditors and management declined to request. Declined to the request. Can a reviewer ask for previously audited financials also? Say, in the report, he has to see the trend. He has to mention. You remember due diligence report, trend analysis, how the company, history and performance of the company. Performance means past also you have to see. So what's the answer? Management is correct. They have to say past 4 or 5 years, how this company has been performing. So management is not correct, no? Management is correct. Reviewer can ask even for the documentation which is completed, can ask for the period for which audit, but cannot give any statement on them. Reviewer has no right. Okay. B, C, Da. We just said. Amir, Simini, we just said due diligence report, one of the content is history and growth of the company. Meaning, past how they have been, and you will say SWOT analysis also. So don't you also give the report about the past? Amir, yes or no? Simini? Yes. So here they say he can collect, cannot give statement. You will give in your report. No. So wrong. Answer is B for boy. Mark it. Siminiki. Okay. Can I go to 10? Okay. Reviewer for due diligence reviewed consultation documents pertaining to litigations. Going on including those relating to taxation and other matters. Further, he also suggested that decision taken in some matters was not correct. But as a due diligence person, do you need to see taxation and legal matters? Answer is yes. How many areas are there in the scope? Scope, how many areas are there? 7. Financial, operational or commercial, tax, legal, environment, human resources, personal. And one thing I left off, information system. So tax and legal aspect is one of the area within the scope of due diligence. So which is the correct answer? Reviewer needs to have independent assessment of legal and tax cases. Company should not be provided those documents since confidential. Array. Reviewer can study tax consultation but cannot give the opinion. Legal and tax matters are not part of due diligence. Okay. Okay. See, he has to give the opinion. Why? Again, in the due diligence report, all these 7 areas will be mentioned. So answer is A for apple. And I fall there all with me. Can you say 11? 11. The management may refuse to share the detail of promoters. This company is not correct. They're not giving anything. Then why they appointed me as due diligence reviewer? Comment. So, do we need to have the details about promoters? You have to have knowledge about due diligence report. One of the content is promoters of target company. Promoters also you need to know and report ultimately in the report. Since company already went through due diligence and forensic accounting in previous, management may refuse. Correct. One of the content is very good, very good. Background of promoters. Excellent. That is one of the content of due diligence report. As the background of promoters has no bearing, reviewer should not ask. Since company went through the process of accounting in the past, reviewer should not ask. Contention of management is not correct. Best option here, B. Your favorite chapter didn't come yet. Which one? Which one was that? Favorite chapter? We have done 11 MCQ. Your PE did not come. Feeling bad? Sad? Sad? Next question, PE will come. Okay. So, babies, calm down. So, guys, let's chit chat. 1 minute. How's life going? How's things going? How good, bad? How? Tell me. How's the things going? Ma'am, why are you asking? It's going somehow. Chumma, tell me, no. How's things? All good? Just staying at the flow. Okay. What about others? Da. Very good, Amir. See, even though you are feeling hectic, you should always say good. Not saying, asking you to lie. Be positive. I know you guys will be a little tensed. Tension undo, tension irka. Are you tensed? Yes? Chuma, yes or no? Tension is there? Yes, yes. See, a little bit of tension is good. Little bit. Some tension is good. But tension should not eat you. Because if tension is there, your quality time will go. Little bit tension is good, yeah. We'll be serious. But if you be more tense, give your maximum and leave it. Leave rest to God. Let Him decide. But give your maximum as far as you can. Okay? Now, very good. Can we, with these words, can we start with the last set of MCQ? Sure. Yeah, and I've given you word that RTP, MTP, and MTP2 we will solve. So MTP1 is over, RTP is also over. We will do MTP2 maybe after few days. I'll let you know. So you don't do yourself, we'll do. Okay. CA Harman, practicing charter accountant. Hey, why am I reading? Can I go to question? Whether CA Harman will be held guilty for reflecting the income from currency and commodity derivative as business income. If so, under which clause? Commodity derivative. Where you have heard, but our rapid revision just got over. In that I told you. Others also, you should know What are there in council guidelines? What is there in ESB decisions? What is there in clauses you should know? Christine? Basically, it is in ESB decisions. I do agree. But guys, here what he did, commodity derivative, first of all, you should not do. Okay. Here he showed it as a business income. Business means engages in any business or profession. Am I right? Showed it as business income in his return means he's engaging with the client, no? ESB violated, but since business, he's also doing it along with the practicing CA. So which clause will come? Engaging any business or occupation. Very good. Kanda. Whenever P comes, my kids will, yeah. It is clause 11, part 1, first schedule. Right? So clause 11, part 1, first schedule, clause 6. And what is clause 6, part 1, first schedule? Can you say one word? Clause 6 is solicit. Good. Then will not be guilty, okay? What is clause 2, part 1, second schedule? Clause 2, part 1, second schedule. Where is our chart? Those who attend the class, where is our chart? Da. Very good. Certify without examination. It's not this case. He is guilty. It's not solicit. It is A. Are we clear? Okay. Can you say 13? Whether Herman will be held misconduct for uploading DSC. Can we go in search of DSC signature? Okay. Where is DSC? Additionally, Additionally, Pitch Private Limited approached him, digitally signed an upload resignation related to Mr. Rohit, one of the directors, on ROC. However, the signature Rohit has copied and pasted from another director without even verifying the letter. He just signed. Without seeing this, can you say which clause? Assume it's a descriptive question. Which clause? He did not even see, simply copy pasted, which is wrong. He should have at least checked it. Divya, I've said several times, Alekuta, 2, 1, 2 will come only when there is. Can someone help her out or friend? No, financial. She herself knows that. This is nothing related to financial. So 2, 1, 2, no. Someone said 9, 1, 2. Sorry, why Kuta? I have to correct you. 912. Who said 912? Without obtaining evidence expressing the opinion. At a 912 wordings expressing opinion. Where is opinion in filing DSC resignation letter? No. It is only he did not exercise grossly negligent. So 712. Those who said, you understand 712 means clause 7, part 1, second schedule. I'm so used to say that. Those who said clause 2, part 1 and clause 9, part 1, second schedule, you understood? 2, 5, 7. First, second. Will be liable. Which is the answer? Come on. Answer is yes, will be guilty for clause 7, part 1, second schedule. Not first schedule, no, second schedule. I was seeing the difference between B and D. Okay, it is did not exercise due care. Now, guys, for the first misconduct, he was guilty under which schedule? First misconduct, he was guilty under first schedule. For the second misconduct, he is guilty under which schedule? Second schedule. Okay. Now you see, before which authority Herman would be place for disciplinary proceedings. You remember our cross like this? Disciplinary directorate. If it is first schedule, board of discipline. If it is both the schedule or second schedule, disciplinary committee, appeal to appellate authority. So since both the schedule comes, it is disciplinary committee. Last. What is the punishment, minimum punishment imposed on CA Harman under CA Act? At a disciplinary committee, what he can do or what they can do, reprimand the member, impose fine up to 5 lakh, means suspend permanently. So can you all say what's the answer? No, guys. Why you all saying B? It's A. You didn't see this word? It was beautifully drafted question. Minimum what punishment they asked? You guys are saying maximum. I do agree that's the maximum. But minimum endana? What's the minimum? Another reprimand. Reprimand means warning. Takid. Don't do again. Huh? Now, if it was maximum punishment, then the option would have been. Option would have been B. Are we clear? So guys, kindly mark those questions which you went wrong. Don't worry, I was just crying just for fun. Don't worry, okay? If a similar question comes, do properly. 30 marks, 15 questions, 2 marks each. How much marks you got? Just type in the chat box, no? Correct guesses. How much mark? Just count how many you made mistake. Hey, just for fun only. How much you got? 30 on 30, 28, 26, 12 questions, so 24. Very good. Others, just say 13 questions, so 26. Okay. 2 marks each. Others won't say, ma'am, confidentiality. If we violate, we are guilty. Why? 10 questions, 20 marks. Why AB? Oh, confidentiality, clause 1, part 1, second schedule. 12 questions. Very good. At least half of the questions were right, no, for you? Half I'm asking you. Tell me yes or no. 10 questions. Very good. See, guys, MTP means mock test paper, which should be done like once you complete your full studies. So I don't know how many of you are following the task. Only my worry is very few people, just 5% of you are submitting the assignments. Why, guys? I'm not blaming you, but still, I'm taking so much of pains and assigning you, know. Anyway, I've reached the second last task. Only one more task is there. Okay, let's not discuss that and don't do the assignment I give, but at least do something yourself. Ma'am, we are studying only. We'll do assignment afterwards. You won't get time. Daily make point that you will practice 1 or 2 questions. Like AFM, FR, you sit and do. Auditing also 2 questions, sit and do. But did you hear that? Every session I say this. Only one thing, once your exam result comes, whenever it is, June last or July first week, we don't know. It should be nothing less than successful. Okay. Especially first group auditing, you have to be careful. Core paper. Okay. So can we go to descriptive? What you say? So MCQ is over. Now descriptive. So yeah. So guys, I'll do like this for the direct questions. Some questions, very few questions here, direct is there. For the direct questions, I'll say this is this topic, this part, refer. Other questions, majority or 70 to 75%, I'll say even the presentation. First para, second para. Is that okay? Sure. Give me a minute. 1 second. Heavy rains, guys. Okay. Can we go? First question. Read with me. Before also I have said to you, how many of you remember? Say yes. Okay. I've said a thing to identify question. First to see whether it is essay or the other topic. Essay means standards. Chapter number 1 to 11 is standards. Other topics are very easy to identify. PE, CFS, investigation, bank, NBFC, etc. Now, second, if it is standard, which is standard? Third, in that standard, which part? Then that part alone elaborate, conclude. Hello, have you heard this from me? Okay, so can you apply that here? No, ma'am, we have our own techniques, then follow that. I'm just giving an advice. I used to do like that. Okay, start. Joseph Retail Private Limited is a well-known luxury fashion retailer in Delhi, recognized the premium collection for designer. Company has recently implemented advanced inventory system which tracks product availability, etc. This system has been developed and managed by Real Trend Solutions, a third-party IT provider. CA is that the auditor of Joseph became aware of the system while conducting the audit. Concerned about the internal controls at the Trend Tech, Izzet request an assurance report from practicing CA. Which type of report should Izzet obtain? As per the relevant essay. What aspect should be considered while using the report? Now, standard, because they themselves said it is standards on auditing. Assurance. So, is this question SAE 3402 or 402? Now, both standards you guys are playing. You sit and play. I will say something. Joseph is user entity. Trend Solutions is service organization. Whose is it? Is is who? User entity auditor, SO auditor. Simini, Vaikuta. Read carefully. Auditor of Joseph, no. So, is user entity auditor. This question is from whose point of view? Z, who's the auditor of Joseph, which is user entity. So, which standard will come? 402 only. Those who said 3402? No. Okay, when he gives, he has to follow 3402. But here, Joseph Limited's auditor is they are asking. So, can you say the presentation? I see a lot of people who are there in rapid revision batch, especially for them, they will remember. Others, I've said once a question you get, you should think the presentation. Okay, first para, second para. Now say, put a heading. What heading will you put? Audit consideration in relation to service organizations. Now you write, as per essay 402, you can write the objective. But I just 1 or 2 sentences, don't beat around the bush. Now, how many types of reports are there? Type 1, type 2. This you can elaborate. Meaning you write in detail both report. Now, here, okay, here They wanted about the, now given case you write, in the given case concerned about operating effectiveness. Therefore, which type of report is Z expecting for? Since operating effectiveness, it is type 2. Answer is not over. Which type of report? First question. That you have answered. One more thing they are asking. What aspects should be considered when using such report? Not when issuing report. Issuing means SAE 3402. Using. What are that are the general factors. Tell me, what all is it will consider? 1. Description, design. 3 words. Description, design and operating effectiveness she has to see. She or he. Then, for which time period? Operating effectiveness means it should be throughout the year. Whether service organization auditor performed test of controls. And finally, any complementary or additional controls in SO. Tell me, haven't we studied all these things? So your answer should have, first broadly you explain 3 or 4 not 2 types. Then given the given case, conclude first answer. Then you write in case when Z uses, following are the consideration. Just write 1, 2, 3, 4. Conclude. That's it. Can you reply whether you understood the presentation, where to elaborate, what to elaborate? Students can find out the answer, but elaboration where not to elaborate, that you should know. So can I go to the next one? After every one question, I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes of rest. Only 6 questions, guys. Is that okay? Can we continue? Fun Fiesta Limited is an entertainment company that has been facing decline in popularity over the few years, with attendance reportedly dropping. Circus also continued. Animals activist. CEO observed audience was shifting to the other options. Business model, sustainability, high cost. Oh God, poor business. As a result, several KMP resigned, delays in the payment of wages. And you are seeing some kind of disaster, durandam. So which essay will come to your mind, or which standard will come to your mind? Going concern. Very good. Now, during the discussions with the management, auditor understood that Fund Fiesta has no plan of action to address these financial issues. And this is not disclosed also. Now, what they want. What course of action auditor should take in the report such situation? All of you said essay 570. Those who have class notes, take and see which part. Will you go for what is going concern or objective or reporting? What? They themselves said reporting, no? Now, guys, you all are saying adverse opinion. Very good. But how to present? Can you say? For presentation, put a heading down. Any heading you put, what heading? Going concern. How will you start? As per essay 570, what will you write? You can write 1 or 2 sentences about objective. Don't elaborate. Just write one small para about objective. Then, when going concern is inappropriate, auditor shall issue, and it is not disclosed, auditor shall issue adverse opinion, you explain. Now, when there is a material uncertainty in going concern and not disclosed, which opinion you will give? Material uncertainty in going concern, not disclosed. Either qualified or adverse. Very good, Christian. These 2 reporting you have to explain well. Or did you hear that? Inappropriate as well as uncertainty. Now, in the given case, you write. Full case, you write what are issues. Is it uncertainty or going concern? Alla, inappropriate. Alla. Is it uncertainty or inappropriate by the words of the question? They don't even have a future plan. They don't plan to address also. So therefore, in the given case, you conclude going concern is inappropriate and not disclosed. Hence, auditor shall issue adverse opinion as per SA 705 with basis for adverse opinion para, where you state reasons. Anything did I leave off? One thing you left off. They asked you auditors reporting, no? Eda, company, auditors report. Very good. Caro, class number, please. Wherever you go, I am there. That is Caro. Very good. Class number 19. How many of you thought Caro? Tell me. Okay. No, you didn't think. How many times I've repeated? Reporting requirements means essay will come, of course, but Caro is also company. Company auditors reporting, no. So Caro also. Chumma letter, wherever you go, I'm there. Always you have to think of Caro whether it's applicable or not. It's an inter topic. Why in final? Just for writing and concluding. Not just, otherwise also they can ask. Mark it, guys. Caro. Can I go to C? After that, 2 minutes rest. That's easy, I guess. CA Raj has been appointed as the auditor of Marco, a private real estate company. During the audit, he requested information from management regarding accounting estimates outcome used in the prior financial statements. His objective was to subsequent re-estimation. However, management refused to provide, arguing that not to review prior period estimates. Advice, Raj. Okay, which standard? Very good. SA 540. What's the name? Auditing accounting estimate including fair value and its disclosure, accounting estimates. And even in your CA firm articleship, when you put the provision for your audit fee, don't you compare and check with previous year? Let me know. Yes. So you have to check the outcome of previous year's estimate. No, then only current year estimate you can appropriately calculate, corroborate evidence. So contention of management is not valid. You have to see prior period. Now, how to present in words for 4 marks? That's the issue. Can you say how you will start? Start as per essay 540. You can write auditor's objective, just 1 or 2 sentences. Then you have to write, auditor shall obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence regarding outcome of prior period. Why? 1, re-estimate. 2, to assess ROM up. 3, to see the uncertainty. 4, to recalculate. This is the place where you have to elaborate. Then you conclude. In the given case, management is not giving, therefore contention is invalid. Contention of management is not correct. Am I clear? See, so compulsory question was all essay 402, 570, 540. Yo. Can you put a reply? Yo means you understood how to present, how to identify. Understood. Or say yo. Why you should have all the fun. I will also have fun, guys. Before 10 o'clock, we have to finish, or by 10 o'clock. Huh? Had dinner? No, ma'am, we are eating now. How many of you are eating now? Amira, tattil endana? What is in the plate, Amir? Achacho. 30 seconds. With that, we'll start. But in 30 seconds. Very good, Kuta. In 30 seconds, can you say proceed? You want me to keep the counting timers? Only 5 more questions. Okay. More you solve, more you get the idea how to present and how to write. Okay. Start. This is a direct question, so I won't spend time. So I'll just say the answer in 1 or 2 minutes. Huh? ABC Bank recently faced a cyber attack. They attempted to steal the customer data. Concerns about cyber security measures. To handle cyber risk, it's important to understand stages. Now, elucidate the stages that companies should focus on. Which chapter? 12. Digital auditing. In that, they are asking about the stages in cyber risk. It's a direct question, so I'll just say the answer. No presentation as such. Hey, what are the 3 stages? First, logically you can say, assessing whether there is a cyber risk. You have to explain what type of cyber risk, etc. And seeing the second one, impact of cyber risk. What loss? What loss has happened? Very good. Then managing of the cyber risk, like by implementing the antivirus, implementing the common threats, etc. So 3 stages, assessing, impact, and managing. It's a direct question from digital audit. Except 1%. Others are silent. Oh my God. That's a direct question, guys. Once studied, you could have easily scored now. Okay, can we go to B? B. B. Adbut and Co., a firm of CAs, has been approached by Mix Limited to conduct review engagement for the year. Before accepting the engagement, the partner wants to ensure preconditions. What preconditions should CAG evaluate before accepting? Discuss responsibilities of management in the context and necessary arrangement must be obtained from them. Let us review chapter 10. Amira alla kutta. R. Let us review, Christy. SRA. How many SRA are there? 2. 2400 and 2410. And I'm remembering so much we said in the class. Rapid revision, guys, tell. Which SRE you have to see preconditions. Correctly say. In SRE 2014, already you are the auditor. So preconditions, integrity of the client, acceptance, no need. You have already accepted him, precondition is there. Preconditions will come mainly when 2400, when a person other than practitioner is appointed. Do you remember me saying like this? So here they are asking you the preconditions and not the acceptance. Most of you were replying with acceptance, purpose of the engagement, rationale. No, they have asked you specifically preconditions. That's the answer. Eda, thinking of essay 210, don't quote 210, don't quote. Financial should be prepared as per AFRS. Obtain an agreement. Practitioner shall obtain an agreement from management regarding what? Preparation of FS, their responsibility. Internal control. Provide to practitioner 3 things. Access to books, Additional info, unrestricted access to people. But actually it is copy paste from essay 210. How will you start? Put the heading preconditions for review engagement. Then you write as per SRE 2400. Write one sentence where practitioners appointed to give. You write the objective, no? Negative assurance on historical financial. Following are the preconditions to be established. No need of a conclusion, no need of a in the given case. Amir, you understood, Kuta? It's not acceptance. Acceptance, planning, performing, reporting is different. Here it is precondition. Can I go to C? C is very easy. Another direct question. PMJ Bank received an application from a pharmaceutical company for takeover the outstanding assets availed from a nationalized bank. CA Arpan to conduct due diligence. State the areas in order to ensure assets are not overvalued. One important topic, which I also said in class, undervaluation of, no, overvaluation of assets, hidden liabilities. Do you remember? This is very important. They have asked you which one, da? They have asked you which one. Tell me. They have asked you the asset. There is a loophole. There is a quick way to learn. There are personally something I'll say, I don't like mnemonic. I'm saying to others who don't know how I take, I don't go with mnemonic. I go with concept and easy to recall like a story. Here, asset. Now all of you, come on, final students, you know what are the assets? Can you say what are the assets in the balance sheet? Broad heading only I'm asking you. First you have fixed asset. Wait. Fixed asset at a broad only. Then you have the current asset. Then you have intangible assets. Now wait. Fixed asset left. What all will come? You said PPE. Obsolete PPE. Asset valued more than market price. Asset under litigation. So thinking of fixed asset, you will get these 3 points. Then current assets, can you say 2 or 3 current assets for me? Current data. Debtors. So debtors how? Uncollectible debtors, uncollectible receivables, then inventory. Slow or non-moving inventory. Short-term investments. Investments having no return or low return, current assets you got. Now 2 more points, answers over. Intangible asset. Intangibles having no value. Infructuous project expense. Tell me, I don't know how many of you are comfortable with mnemonics. I'm not comfortable. I'm saying it only my point of view. Don't come against me, please. So, fixed asset, thinking, okay, think. Current asset, you think. Asset, you know now, final students. Then from that, you study the point. Did you understand that? This is we go for the entire class. Those who have not attended, I'm saying. Aha. With that, question number 2 is over. Actually, I should say question number 2 is easy. But the problem is if you leave digital auditing, the first question would be difficult. Other 2 are very easy. And all were direct also, question 2. Okay. And how many of you have followed the task? I think I should not ask, but still I'm coming back to that only. Followed means more or less. I've assigned you from task 1, Feb, I guess. Feb after my offline batch, yeah, Feb. 2, April now. 7, task. I think task 7 is due when it is due. And when task 7 is due? That's today. Today, 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 today. Tomorrow is revision day. Followed. But you know something? I don't have a staff. I do reply all messages myself. I do assign task myself. So please do, guys. I'm doing all this only with one intention, love towards you. Love, love, love to pass. Successful. Okay. Emotional blackmail. Can we go to 3? Okay, Amir. Okay, okay. Very good. Can I go to 3? Can we go to 3? Come on, come on. Life is a race. Very good, Girija. Life is a race. Run, 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 run. Okay. Eda, those who have attended the class, kindly remind me. Those who have attended the class, kindly remind me one thing. I will do one thing. Please remind me towards the end. Okay. A. Veda Limited is a listed company having headquarters in Delhi. Listed, engaged in supply of unique chemicals to comply with the environmental regulation. Company installed pollution control equipment. Pollution. However, despite regulatory requirement, company continued to violate the pollution laws. To obtain necessary clearance, company resorted to unethical means. Like bribery or something, 43.85 lakhs was spent. This matter has not been brought to the attention of TCWG. However, one director, CA Rohan, discovered the irregularity. Director of Finance. What action CA Rohan should do as a response, taking into consideration no clerk? No clerk. Who's Rohan? CA in practice or CA in service? Rohan? Rohan. He is the Director of Finance. Service, no. Service, okay. Is SA applicable for CA in service? SA 250? No. But NOCLER is applicable. So how will you start? Put the heading NOCLER. Non-compliance of laws and regulations. First you write, what is NOCLER? You remember the definition? It's an act of, 2 words, omission, commission by the entity, either intentional, unintentional, contrary to prevailing laws. But don't bluff, just 1 or 2 sentences, complete it. Intro. Now you will write, listed company. In India, NOCLER applicability is for listed company. But listed company, practicing CA, auditor, having what exceeding what limit? Can someone say? Listed company, 250 crore. In the 250 crore, companies. Net worth turnover, Divya? Net worth. And for service CAs who are in employment service, senior KMP of listed company. Here, Director of Finance is a KMP. So, Rohan has the responsibility to respond. Respond in a flow. There are few points. Can someone say? First, whenever Rohan becomes aware about the non-compliance or suspected non-compliance, first step, pollution laws, what happened? Understand. How can I I came to know what should I do? Address. I don't have the knowledge. Seek advice. Now, advice lawyer gave what to do? Further course of action. I have to disclose to the authority. Disclose. Will it affect future also? Imminent breach. Finally, doc. They have asked you how Rohan will respond. This is the main elaboration part. No need to write in the given case. If you write also one sentence, Rohan is the senior KMP, it's fine. No need of conclusion. Why? They have asked you how you would respond. So this is how you respond. Now, may I have a reply by saying B? B for boy. Next question. Next. CA Jin, a recently qualified CA, got his first audit of Ordinary Limited. He obtained all relevant evidence for items in P&L account. However, while auditing balance sheet, he failed to obtain evidence regarding such as confirmation of outstanding, etc. On the affirmation of management, no receipts were there. Relying merely on management affirmation, there was no receipts. Rohan excluded the audit of accounts receivable from program, assuming prior year it was audited by predecessor auditor. Is Rohan's approach proper? At a prior period, initial engagement he got in the current year. Which standard? Okay, it is standard only. Which standard? Initial audit engagement. Very good. Initial audit engagement, opening balance. So as per essay, 510. Can you say approach of Rohan valid or invalid? He got management representation, already audited by predecessor auditor, he did not check. Not valid. Any other standard other than essay 510 to be quoted in this case? Or only 510? 710, why? No, 710. 710 is reporting requirement, prior period misstatement. 505? Where is my... Why 505? External confirmation? No. The management representation, he merely blindly believed. 580. It's okay. I will react like this, so that next time you won't make the mistake. So guys, I'll come to presentation. As per essay 510, you write objective. Two objective. Material misstatement in opening balance. One more. Accounting policies are consistently applied. One or two sentence only. Then, where is the elaboration part? That procedure. When prior period audited. Okay. First step. You have to pursue and obtain prior period FS. And look at the notebook. Then, read to obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence about opening balance. If there is an issue, misstatement, discuss with management DCWG. Now you can say a word. Ordinarily, auditor can place reliance on predecessor auditor. Now, elaborate this up. Write essay 580. What about essay 580? Written representation is necessarily an evidence, but it is not a sufficient and appropriate evidence. Even if they say you have to perform your nature, timing, and extent. Can you say whether you understood this much? 510, you have to elaborate this. 580, you have to elaborate this. And if understood, put understood. Now you say, in the given case, Rohan should have performed audit procedure, like obtaining some confirmation or something, than merely relying on the representation. Therefore, As someone was saying, he will be guilty as per professional ethics also. No need to write the clause number. Why? Because they didn't ask you as per CA Act. You can say Rohan is not valid, he will be guilty also. In satisfactory answer, they have not written the clause. Which clause he will be guilty for merely accepting this without saying? Which clause? Your favorite topic, da? Which clause he will be guilty? You. Abi, you said 712, not exercising due care. Not 122. That's wrong, Gutta. 122 is contravening C Act. 712 will come, 812 will come without obtaining evidence. So those two are the main points. Here, no need to write. I just asked. Can we go to C? Come on, halfway through in descriptive also. MCQ full finished, halfway through in descriptive. After this, only 3 questions. Rajveer and Associates being the stat auditor of Wish Limited listed company. Whenever this word listed comes, be careful. CA Vaishav. Vaishav. The engagement partner designs certain procedure on selected assertions as a response to risk. These assertions were not examined by him in previous year due to materiality. Mr. Yag leads internal audit department. During the year, senior member of team decides to engage Yag to direct assistance in performing the procedure. Comment with respect to standards. Which standard, guys? This is easy. Very good. External auditor using the work of internal auditor. Okay. So I'll write using internal auditor's work. So how will you start? As per essay 610. You know, essay 610 has 2 parts. External auditor using the work of internal auditor, 1 for obtaining evidence as a partial substitution. Second part, to obtain, very good, direct assistance under direction, supervision, review. May I know which part is it? Is it first part or second part? Direct assistance, no? So you have to elaborate. This is only 1 to 2 sentences. Elaboration is this. Tell me. Direct assistance. Take your note and see. Direct assistance before you take. Before you take, you have to obtain an agreement from whom? Both management, that they will allow internal auditor to help us, assist us, no intervention. And also from the auditor, internal auditor, that they will maintain confidentiality. Can you take assistance in each and every area? Makla, challo. No. There are certain areas in which assistance should not be taken, like risky area, risk of material misstatement, competence, judgment, threat, internal auditor already involved. In the given case, all are correct. This is the area where you will elaborate. Now write in the given case. During the audit, senior member of engagement team himself faced to get assistance. Is it proper? Answer is, it is not proper. You have to obtain agreement. You have to see the area where the risk, then only. Here already they have assessed the risk to be high. So it is not proper. Eda, are you understanding what I'm saying? How to present, how to conclude? Simply, you can't decide one day, I will take assistance agreement. Then you have to decide the area. Here it is risk, so not valid. Hello? Are you all there with me? Hi. Next is a very big hero topic. And a rapid revision students, we have did this in class. Not this figure, I have changed the figure and made it more complicated. Okay. Can we go to question 4 after 30 seconds? Are you guys night bird or morning bird? Just for casual talks, I'm asking. Night bird or morning bird? Early bird. Okay. Morning. Neither. Night, day. So morning. I used to be a morning only when I was studying. My studies is like 2005 to 2009. I passed in 2009. I can't study after 10 o'clock or 9:30. Morning I used to wake up not by 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5:30. 6 hours sleep was must. Okay, Eda, can you give me a ready? It's a little bit of question. Just give me 1 or 2 days. Let me see if I can share that complicated question which I did in rapid revision. Okay, we did a very complicated question. Do you guys remember AB, Simini and others? It is actually, this is very less complicated. NBFC had undergone a rapid amendment, right? In that prudential nominal. Okay. Capital adequacy ratio. Divya, let me see, I'll do. Capital adequacy ratio. Those who know, okay. Others, if you want to write with me, you can write with me. Capital adequacy ratio. Formula, please. Capital funds, which is tier 1 plus tier 2, divided by risk-weighted asset plus off-balance sheet item into 100%. Now, tier 1 capital, those who want, you can write. Tier 1 capital and you have tier 2 capital. Otherwise, you hear. I'll share the video within 2 days. Tier 1 capital plus tier 2 capital is there. Tier 1 means the quality capital. Very good quality capital. What all will come? Help me. First, what will come? Owned funds. Owned fund. Owned fund. I'm not going to explain much here. I'm just saying the formula. Minus. Tier 1 capital, owned funds you will press. Minus, you will deduct the excess investment. That also formula is there, I'm not saying. Plus, one more thing. Perpetual debt instrument. That too, there is a limit. How much you will take? 15% off tier 1 capital of last year. Like tier 1 is the quality capital. Owned funds you will take. If there is any excess investment, you will reduce. And perpetual debt instrument you will add. Now tier 2, balance. Preference share capital will come. Why no one is helping me? Revaluation reserve will come discounted at 55%. Not full, 55%. Then general reserves will come. Hey, general provisions, not reserves, general provisions. How much general provisions will come? 1.25% of risk weighted assets. Okay. Then others, hybrid debt instrument, subordinate debt, balance in PDI, if any. Those who have not seen the amendment, you will be like, correct, Amira. You will be like, what's happening, ma'am? This is an MTP discussion, so I can't sit and explain. So now can you apply this formula and see how much is own funds here? Can someone help me out? Own funds is how much? 1,000, no? Where is it? How much is the excess investment you have to reduce? They themselves said excess investment. They calculated and said minus 150. Perpetual debt instrument, you will take how much, da? 15% of last year tier 1. Last year tier 1 they have not given. So let's assume, as in the answer, 120 is here. Balance is not taken to, balance of this only taken to tier 2. I will share you the problem which we did. It takes just 15-20 minutes. Please see that. I'll share within 2 days. Okay. So tier 1 capital, can you calculate? 970. Can you calculate tier 2? Preference shares how much? 80. Revaluation reserve. Discount at 55. Discounted rate of 55. 200 into 55%. 110 you will take. General provision. How much general provision? 1.25% of risk-weighted asset. 1.25% of risk-weighted. How much is the risk-weighted asset? 8,000. Can someone calculate 8,000 into 1.25%, please? 100, huh? 100? Okay. So here only, how much is there? 50. You can take up to 50. 100 or 50. 100 where edukka? 100 where edukla? Here 50. Then you will add hybrid debt instrument 90. Then subordinate debt 140. Balance in PDA, if any. But a PDA full we took in tier 1, so balance illa. Did you understand preference, revaluation reserve discounted, general provisions, hybrid, subordinate, balance in PDA is nil. So can you add this? I don't have calculator, guys. So mobile. Added 470. Tier 1 plus tier 2 add. Tier 1 plus tier 2 add. 1,440. Put in the formula. Capital you got divided by risk-weighted asset. 8,000 into 100. Can you say how much you will get? 18%. Are we clear? Anyway, it's more than the required minimum of 15. Did you understand? Divyaki മനസ്സിലായോ? Others, did you understand? I will share that question. Okay, but you have to give me 2 to 3 days. I'm traveling tomorrow. Okay, so I'll give you. Just go through once more. Divya, reminder aikane gota Saturday or Sunday. Okay. But after that, now coming to a very direct question, I'll just say which principle and say next question. Can you read? And are those who have studied emerging area, they only can answer. It's a very specific question. Think Limited, a leading manufacturing company, is expanding its operation globally. However, company has received multiple complaints from the stakeholders regarding the advertisement, lack of transparency, etc. As a part of BRSR, Business Responsibility Sustainable Reporting. What happened here? Reporting. Which principles company need to adhere? Which principle? The principle emphasizes engaging consumers. And which principle number? Anyone you know? Providing value to the customers, responsible manner. It's not principle 1. Very good. It is principle number 9. Explain it. That's it. No in the given case, no conclusion. That's it. And I need not explain, no? It's a direct question. Sure. See. C. Dhanush is the auditor of GV Limited having turnover. And your part, your professional ethics. Having turnover more than 300 crores. Audit fee for the year is fixed at 2.25. Audit fee, listed company. No, limited company having turnover more than 300. During the year, Dhanush accepts an assignment of representation before income tax for 2.85. Discuss whether action of Dhanush is valid as per CA Act. As per council regulations. Okay. In case of listed entity, government entity, PSU, public entity more than 50 crores, etc., stat audit fee should be more than fee for other services. You remember this point as per Council Guidelines 2008? Where other services will include MCS mainly, meaning management consultancy. It won't include representation or certification. That is allowed. Makla, you remember in the class also similar question we discussed. Here, 2.85, did he take it for MCS or representation? It's only for representation, which is allowed. Therefore, guilty or not guilty? Therefore, not guilty. Now, instead of this representation, if I have put some project preparing, report preparing, some feasibility study, then the answer would have been guilty. Why not guilty here? Other services include MCS, not representation, not certification, that is allowed. But just 2 more questions, 5 and 6, that's it. Till now, we have been saying presentation, we discussed, I can easily take the ICA answer PDF and highlight and go. I didn't want. I wanted you to think and do. Like you do, I wanted it to be effective. That's why I'm taking this much time. മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ടോടാ പുരിയുതാ understanding or not? Rest for 30 seconds. And then we'll go to 5. 5. 5 is... And if all there with me, ma'am, it's almost going to be 1 hour 45 minutes. At a CA, we are tough people. Okay, very good. Tough people have come. Rajini Limited, a listed company, appointed Messrs. Amit It is listed, a lot of places listed are there. In class, I've given you a listed company, what all to think. A list I've given. CA Sunil, who recently joined the firm, has appointed as the engagement partner for the first time. While preparing for audit, he realized the importance for ensuring team's independence, standard audit practices, unable to find any documented procedure. What steps Sunil should ensure compliance with independence requirement? Why it is necessary for the firm to have well-documented policies. Discuss with relevant to standards. What do you remember? Firms, personnel, including the network people should follow independence. If there is a threat, you should safeguard appropriate action. If not, withdraw. This is the policy with respect to ethical requirements. And this policy should be communicated to all the personnel and it should be documented also. But you made me say the entire answer. Which standard is it? Wow, you were waiting for me to finish, huh? How cute. Standards on quality control. How will you write? The answer I've already said. As per SQC 1, you can write the objective in 1 or 2 sentences. Now, you will write, firm should have policies and procedure to maintain independence at a firm level, meaning a firm, personnel, including network. Now, this policy should be properly communicated and it should be properly documented. Policy include those 5 points. Identify the threat. Then, if there is a threat, eliminate. To do that, safeguard, appropriate action. If not, withdraw if legally permitted. Now, as per essay, that also you have to add. As per CA Sunil, as per essay 220, Sunil, engagement partner has to implement this at the engagement level. Makla, can you acknowledge whether you understood that? That's it. Amir, that 7 years rotation of engagement partner, you need not write. He has been only appointed for the first time. So no need of 7 years point here. Okay. Can we go to the next? Kailash and Co. CAs has been appointed as auditor. The team completed the audit in the process of preparing report. Management of the company has also prepared draft annual report. Edda, if you see annual report, which essay you should think you have said many times in class. 720. Excellent, guys. The audit in charge went through draft report and observed company included an item of downward trend in market prices of raw material, etc. Our actual profit in FS reverse. The audit manager discussed the issue with the partner who replied it's not covered within auditor's responsibility, it's management responsibility. Auditor need not check, he said. Is partner's approach right? Discuss auditor's duties in this regard. You've already said the answer. Other information? As per essay. I appreciated you guys. You replied well. As per essay 720, auditor's objective, you write. Material inconsistency between FS and other information. FS and other information and auditor's knowledge. If so, he has to respond. You remember the objective? Hello, yes or no? Now, whenever there is a material inconsistency, duty, you say. Discuss with the management, ask them to correct it. If they refuse, discuss with TCWG. If not, either withdraw or report. Now, In the given case, management said no need to see. Contention of management is invalid. Auditor shall take appropriate action as above. Already you discussed, no? Makle, manasilayoda. Already you wrote about. So contention of that particular partner is invalid. Auditor shall perform his duties as per the above. Thank you, Harida. I'll give you 1 minute rest after next question. But your lovable topic. Love, 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 love. Come on, PE. Hitesh, a chartered accountant, applied for COP. Same question we have did in class. However, while filling the application, intentionally did not fill section requiring disclosure of any engagement or occupation. He was actually involved in engagement or occupation. Now, while applying for COP, he did not fill the column which asked you whether you are engaging in any occupation or business, whether it will amount to professional misconduct. Yeah, he's guilty. Can you say which clause? See, he's applying for COP only. He is not yet in practice. So part 1 of first and second schedule won't come. Part 1 will come only in practice. So I say some information you are not giving, not false, not giving. So which clause? Do not provide, do not comply with the information called for ICI, by ICI. Clause 2, part 3, first schedule. So write the entire clause in the given case, conclude, therefore, guilty. Highlight clause, guilty also highlight. Are you there? Okay. Already 1 hour, 50 minutes. Whole concentration still there? Yes. It's very easy to give up, guys. Giving up anyone can do. Whenever you feel like giving up, just think what made you stay so far. You have reached final, it's just one level. Reaching finals is not so easy task. You guys have proved that you are so tough people. So it's just one level. With your name, CA. CA Maitri, CA Amir, CA Girija, I'm just saying the last 3 names. Swapna Narvetande, that dream has to come true. And the Swapnam, I don't know what is in Tamil. The Vendama. Kanavu. So guys, keep going with that. Can I go to the last question? Oh. Last question, your P only. Reply. Mr. Chetan CA was involved in family dispute. To gain undue advantage, he allegedly forged the will of the uncle. Yeah. Although his act committed his personal capacity, not in the professional duties, it was filed with disciplinary committee. Analyze whether he is liable for misconduct. But they themselves, how cute, they said not professional, personal misconduct. Meaning not professional, other misconduct. He is forging the check, etc. So which clause guilty? Clause 2, part 4, first schedule. But see, in that, it's not disciplinary committee. It should be under whom? First schedule, no. So it should be under BOD, Board of Discipline. So presentation, put the heading, explain this. In the given case, you say, therefore guilty under the above 241, and it shall be liable for misconduct, and Board of Discipline will take the action. Disciplinary committee is for second schedule or both? This is only first to know. Can I go to the second last question? Actually, third last. Grove Limited is engaged in the business of executing construction contract for the client. Company's financials reflect non-current receivables outstanding. Such amount arise from claims by the company due to cost overruns delays. Besides, company also gone for arbitration of certain cases. Management stated in the notes these amount are fully recovered, properly presented and disclosed in notes. CA audit of the company relied only on management representation and decided to include at emphasis. Evaluate appropriateness. Is it okay that he include this as emphasis of matter para? Why? Can I know? You are saying no. Why? See guys, that's the answer. Emphasis of matter para as per essay 7 which essay? 706, you will fully explain, elaborate UMP. Then you write as per essay, very good, 580. Management representation. Earlier also we said, previous question, it is necessarily an audit evidence but not sufficient. You should perform nature, timing and extent of procedure. Here, auditor shall report EOMP only after performing his procedure and satisfied that it is not a modification. Emphasis will not come if it is a modification or CAM. So in the given case, you write, he blindly relied on the representation, did not perform procedure. Therefore, auditor has to perform procedure and conclude that it is not a modification, then only he can include UMP. Therefore, it is not appropriate. But are we clear with this? Can you say C if you are clear with this? C. And a minimum time, maximum questions. So 2 hours only, it's almost going to get over. Joy World Private Limited operates 5 amusement centers, recreational, especially for children, young adults. These centers, different locations in 250-kilometer radius. Oh my God. Ticket sales and ride fees are collected primarily in cash, proper control, fraudulent leakage. To maintain transparency, accuracy in cash handling, what internal control should be implemented for ticket sales and collection? There are similar questions I think we have discussed, like cinema theater, multiplex cinema theater, what are the things? Here it's an amusement park. It's a very general question. What are the controls to be needed? Can we simply discuss? Tell me 4 controls which is needed. Printed ticket should be there. Ticket should be serially numbered. Daily cash collections, bank deposit, bank reconciliation statement should be there. Entrance to amusement park only should be through printed ticket. Advance booking of ticket, online booking. Discount given should be checked. No as per nothing, you just write in points. And you want me to repeat this? If not, one more question last. Always there is an option C, 6C or 6. Question number 6 has A, B, C. C 1 or 2. They fall okay. Power varate. Come on, power. Last question, da. Convenis. Very easy. DBH Associate are the auditors of MBPC Limited or PSU. PSU. It's engaged in construction of large-size thermal power. One of the financial committees of Parliament examine the physical performance, audit findings, etc. Committee proposes to include in the report performance. Which committee deals with it? Outline the functions. PSU auditor. How many committees are there? 3 committees. Can you say? COPO, Committee on Public Undertaking. PAC, Public Accounts Committee. One more, Estimates Committee. Which committee sees efficiency of PSU, report of C&DG, 4 role I will say, efficiency of PSU, report of C&DG, any other as allocated by speakers of Parliament. Which committee? Very good, Simini. It is COPO, Committee on Public Undertakings. So here you put the heading PSU audit, directly write functions of 3 committees are there. You can write one sentence, then write COPO, Committee on Public Undertaking. Following are the functions. 4 functions: efficiency, report, C&DG report, analyze anything as prescribed by Parliament. In the given case, you write, therefore, in the given case, it is the Committee on Public Undertaking. With that, type in the chat box, we will be successful. Come on, guys. Someone type, we will be. See, if you don't believe yourself, how IC is going to believe? I'm not asking you to be overconfident. Yeah, 100%. No. At least try to be positive. I'll just talk for 1 minute and wind up. Just 1 minute. See, guys, anyone can say, we don't want, we can't do. Anyone can say. But to be successful, there's a lot of difference between successful and survival. Anyone can survive. But to be successful, it needs determination and perseverance. Right now, you'll be thinking, oh God. But guys, for the sacrifice you are making now, I'd say 100 times you will be rewarded. Just think of the scene. You said along with your name, CA, we said. Now think of that convocation ceremony where your loved ones will be watching you, taking photos, and they will have some tears in their eyes. Anyone can make anyone cry, but happiness and tears at the same time, only few can give their loved ones. If your sacrifice is going to bring happiness, tears to someone, sacrifice it. You sacrifice what? Your some leisure times, your personal time. And I'm sure that God will reward you with it. Okay. So that's it. Stay on track. You have come this far. It's just one level. Those 2 letters CA with you and successful in your results. Okay. So with those words, all the very best. We will meet again for MTP 2. So, ta-da!